So, you know, a couple of weeks ago we did that video where I bought a Miata, you know, a Miata. And we got some noise, right? The vast majority of you guys got it. You understand, you know, you see it's a cool car, it's something new, it's something different. And some of you didn't get it at all. It's like, why a Miata? There's so many things out there. And you want a muscle car? Well, here's the thing. When I see something I like it a lot. And there's just something magnetic about these cars. And there's something magnetic about the Miata culture, too. What I found right away, once I bought this car, I was like, you know, I like this thing. Let me learn about it. And then the more I learned about it, the more I realized you'll never hear anybody say anything negative about a Miata. Right? You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. It's like the most loved car like in the world. And from what I understand, it's the most raced car in the world?
Yeah, that is, any given weekend, it's the most raced car platform in the world.
How could you not love this? Now, I don't plan on really racing my Miata. I just want to do some, you know, a little bit of autocross, learn that. You know, I like teaching the old dog new tricks. This is new tricks to me. I like this. I like it a lot. And I like the Miata culture. Everything that I've seen so far about it, it looks like just fun. So, I made a posting on a Tennessee Miata Facebook group and got a bunch of responses, guys who wanted to get involved and you know, show the ropes and whatnot. So these are two of them. And what's great about this is that they represent the two polar opposites of the Miata spectrum. Okay, so this is Josh, and this is Josh's road race car. Mm-hmm. And this is Trip, and this is his Gambler 500 off-road Miata. And this is his girlfriend, who's making video. Right. Oh, your wife. Even
That's
better.
all right.
Okay.
It's actually full color. This is actually
her car, and that's why her hair color matches the car. This is awesome. See, this is why I've become a Miata guy. Miata free. I love these things. So I'm going to let them tell their stories and show you around their cars. And Josh, you go first.
Okay. So, hi, my name's Josh. I am the engineer, manager, driver of Wasting Money Racing Miata, so WM Racing. We have a Facebook page. You can follow us at Wasting Money Racing. We have an actual website, wastingmoneyracing.com. And then I have a YouTube channel, Roto-Turd, and so on and so forth. You can follow everything else from there.
Roto-Turd.
Roto-Turd.
Because I'm a rotary guy.
Because I'm a rotary guy.
Does this have a rotary in it?
No, it does not.
Okay, and it didn't sound like a rotary.
Mazda intentionally made it very hard to put a rotary in these.
Really?
Yes, everything is on the opposite side of everything.
Okay.
So, this is a 99 Miata. It's a $600 Copart car. The series that we run in is based on buying a cheap car and throwing a roll cage in it and going wheel-to-wheel racing. It's one of the premier endurance racing series in the country. It's Champ Car, but we also run with American Endurance Racing and World Racing League. All three of those are pretty big on the spectrum. And there's not really anything else past that unless you get way up into the IMSA series and stuff like that. So if you want to walk around with me, this is pretty much all homemade aero and everything. It's specifically built so that if something breaks, we can very quickly replace it. You can see that we've got donuts on the side of the car, so it is raced. This is how I pulled it off the trailer from our race last weekend. Let's see, we make everything from, you know, stuff that you can pick up at Lowe's. So the splitter is made out of a 3/4 sheet of plywood that if somebody drives across and breaks it, we can easily replace it.
So now, is this all ballast in here?
Yeah, sure, yeah. That's actually for me driving down the driveway because it's down a gravel road. But let's see here.
Hey, we were talking about the wing a couple of minutes ago.
So the wing is, it's a 9 Lives Racing Element, and we designed and built the uprights and the end plates for it. It actually creates a pretty substantial amount of downforce. You can, people that know the tracks, National Corvette Museum, the racetrack, we can take the corner at the end of the back straight flat with this car,
Yeah.
which is unheard of.
I see you got splitters on the back here too.
That's more for support,
Oh, okay.
because the rules state that if you run a Lexan windshield, you have to have support so it doesn't blow out.
Okay.
It's got a full 6-point roll cage, and, you know, it's built by a couple of guys in a garage, so don't look closely at the welds. Everybody will pitch a big fit. But
It's a race car.
yeah,
I mean,
it's a race car.
not
It's
supposed to be
everything's been pulled out of it that we can possibly get out of it without us feeling unsafe in it, and that's pretty much the gist of it.
pretty. And generally speaking, like, what is the top end on this thing?
We've seen 125 going down the back straight at Road Atlanta, which is pretty quick for a stock Miata.
Want to show them through the hood?
Stock
real
1.8.
Yeah, stock 1.8. Stock 1.8.
quick? Well, when you say stock 1.8, what does stock 1.8 consist of?
The only thing that we've really done to it is just reliability mods. So anybody that knows Miatas, when they run hot, or when they're hot, they get like, you know, you get 25 to 30 pounds of oil pressure. At the red line, this motor makes 60 pounds of oil pressure. So other than that, it's pretty much a stock 99 motor.
I like the airbox you built for it. I isolate it from the heat.
And it's actually,
The reroute, coolant reroute.
yep, we 3D printed an inlet because the headlight was busted, so we fixed that so it's directly onto the airbox.
Okay.
It's got an oil cooler reroute, and that's pretty much it under the hood. If you find 99 heads, 99 or 00 heads, they're non-VVT heads, they are worth some money.
Well, hang on, because we're going to talk tech on
Okay.
these cars in future episodes.
Okay.
I just want to give our viewers, because most of our viewers are traditional muscle car guys. And they're like, why are you selling out to the racers? And I'm like, no, this is different. And you know, these things are built in Hiroshima, so every Miata has a little bit of like U.S. bang bang isotope in it. So, I mean, it's a patriotic thing, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's take a look at Tripp's car.
Yeah, I'm Trip, and this is actually my wife's 04 Mazda Speed Miata. You know, I'll probably drive it more than she does. But originally it wasn't Mazda Speed. Since it was kind of rusty, we decided to cut it up, make an off-road toy out of it. It's on a...
Now, you ever drive this on the street?
Yeah,
Okay,
all the
this-
time.
all the time.
Like yeah, every once in a while, I drive it to work, and not daily, all the time.
Okay.
Just because. It has a 3-inch lift kit from Paco Motorsports on it, and oversized wheels and tires. About, I think they're 28s that are on it. They look bigger than that, but it's just because it's a small car. It looks bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
So it has plenty of ground clearance on it.
Now, how much modification do you have to do to the suspension to get it up this high?
It's just a bracket kit that goes underneath the shocks. That's all
That's
it is. And it's really that simple. It uses the factory shocks and coilovers on it.
So you've got this thing up this high, and it didn't mess with the geometry. All you did was
It does have a extended lower ball joint. It
okay.
helps with the front camber a little bit, but other than that, everything else is factory.
And it's stock on the inside more.
Yeah, for the most part, it's stock, except for like it has a low ball. And
Okay.
of course, we did have to cut a lot of the body out. Like pretty much all of this is cut out.
But it looks like there isn't much travel to it. I mean, this is
Yeah, that downsides to using the stock suspension. There's not much travel,
okay.
so it is kind of rough when you hit pretty hard bumps and stuff because the shocks can only travel so far.
Let me see the back of this thing. This is great.
Of course, you gotta have your spills in case you blow a flat. You're out on a trail or something.
So you've run this in the Tennessee Gambler 500
this year.
How did you finish?
We weren't doing for competition. We were just going to have fun, and party, and have fun. And which the thing, it did everything we wanted it to. It didn't get stuck. It kept up with all the four-wheel drive cars. And,
That's amazing.
you know, had no issues. You know, went through some gravel, mud, water. Like we drove through we literally drove this thing through a creek with the water was probably about 2 feet high and up a waterfall in it.
What have you done under the hood?
Under the hood, it's mostly factory-ish, just the intake, exhaust, nothing too much. But I did make all the roll balls and the bass balls on myself. Pretty much bought a tube bindle and figured out how to use it and started going to town.
No, this is great. I love this. Now, what do these cars weigh? This one is what? Have you ever put it on a scale?
These 26-ish, you think?
It depends on how it's optioned.
Well, your car weighs what? Ready to race?
Like 2,300 pounds.
2,300 pounds. They're like 2,100 stock, and then
No, they're more than that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the NAs were like 24-ish.
Yeah.
I think these are a little heavier.
Okay, so this is an NB.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay.
It also has a skid plate, which is kind of hard to see. Has a full basketball, but everything's hidden.
And you got the tongue, which is very important.
Yeah, just add a little caliper.
I knew eventually I would come across a tongued car, and well, there it is. Oh yeah, nice skid plate. You did all this fabrication yourself?
Yeah.
You did a nice job.
Did everything in my tiny garage, which I have it all. I pretty much have the full build on my channel.
You've got the full build on your channel.
So, well, I pretty much bent all the pipe, cut everything out. Pretty much I had to hammer all the fenders in and do a large chopper on this car.
Okay.
To get it where it's at.
So now, tell them what your channel is so they can go over there and watch it.
I have a YouTube channel and Instagram. It's a Trip Skywalker. So just my name. And
We'll put a link.
which I do a lot of different stuff. You know, I do off-road stuff. I do rally. I do autocross, track day stuff like Josh Hill.
All with Miatas.
No, I have a few. I have a bunch of different projects.
Okay.
I have a van. I pretty much have a van life van that we've completely gutted and transformed it to a camper van.
That's kind of what we're doing with that. It's like a road vehicle, you know, that we can live out of when we're out.
Which has like a bed, full kitchen, and everything in it, which is pretty nice.
That's huge these days.
Also, yeah, between me and Hull, we have like too many cars. I have
It's a car guy for you.
I have a Lotus 7 that does have a Miata swap in it. Like but
Now, are there any like V8 swap guys in the area?
I've seen a couple at the Cars and Coffee, but I don't know them personally.
Okay.
I don't know how far they drive. I know there's one like out of Knoxville or something like that. But yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people doing it. It doesn't really interest me. I'm more interested in the car, the way it was, like the spirit of the car. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
You know. And on the other hand, I see a blown Hemi stuck in one of these things with some like an old Opel GT gasser.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys familiar? Mm-hmm. So is there room for like an old hot rodder in the world of Miatas?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to just like, you can destroy these cars, not like literally destroy them, but like beat on them to death, and look down and you're not going fast enough to get in trouble, and you're still smiling and having a blast. So.
Well, that's what I keep hearing. That these things are just pure fun, and I'm dying to find out. You guys going to give me some guidance? As
almost guaranteed to put a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Like driving this thing, that's why I like driving it. Because it puts a smile on my face every time I drive it.
Listen, my car is still sitting on the back of my trailer, and it's already making me smile. So, I mean, you know, I think we're all on the right track here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, not that we're abandoning, you know, don't worry about it. We're going to stick with art, but it's just an addition, right? Guys, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
For sharing your cars with us.
Absolutely.
And your YouTube channel is called?
Rototurd.
Rototurd, and yours is?
Trip Skywalker.
Trip Skywalker. So, that's it, guys. Back to like old school American hot rod stuff tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.